Okay, so like I said, this YouTube channel is going to be for training of all kinds, basically everything I do. So, if it does apply to you, make sure you watch it and learn it. If it doesn't, make sure you watch it and learn it, because everybody should know what to do in any situation. So, we are going to work on the sex offender logs uh, for the papers. This will be for next week's papers. So, we're going to start with where I get it and move from there, the whole process. So I go to the Texas Sex Offender Registry and I'm going to use Jasper. So search, advanced search, county, and of course just right here just type in Jasper and it'll find it. Search. Alright, now I know that this was my guy. He's on the website, he's not in print yet. So these guys are getting kind of a break, aren't they? But it is what it is. There's plenty of them. We have 174 weeks, so that's several years. So let's start with Adams Arthur Ray, real scumbag. Okay, I want to open the image in a new tab so I can get the biggest possible file. I'm going to say save image as desktop. Okay, we got that. Now from his name down to, let's see what the scumbag did. 9-year-old female. That's nice. I'm going to copy this. I'm highlighting it and copying it, and I'm going over to ChatGPT. I treat this as a generic story. It's basically just a factual story, but under my Robco ChatGPT, which you will find I have a huge assortment of commands. You'll find the one that says sex offender. Feel free to copy that or call me, and I will send you a copy of my ChatGPT commands. At the very top of this, I'm going to paste in my command, which basically says don't use any emojis, don't quote anything or make up quotes for me. I need 500 words without a headline or a byline. Okay, I do want it written in AP style, and that's about it. So we're going to hit go. Now that photo was horrendous, so we're going to fix that problem too. First things first, we're going to copy all of this. And believe it or not, I will read it before it's ever printed, as you should be doing with everything. Now I'm going to open up Office, give me a text document here. I'm going to paste this, select the whole thing, clear the formatting. Okay. Now what I'm looking for is this stupid ass name, because I'm not a real big fan of these people, so I'm liable to say stuff like that. But anyway. Ray, there it is, Arthur Ray Adams. I'm going to copy that, Control-Shift-S. Saving this to my desktop. I save everything to my desktop. I'm going to paste his name, and I'm going to change it to Word 97 XP, so that way it places into a InDesign file, but we know this is Jasper. It's only going on the website for now, but very soon. So I'm going to open up his photo, which looks like pure shit. Just want to take a look at it real quick. And while it's doing that, I'm going to put in color correct this photo. Make high res. Yeah, see, this is blown out. This is really bad. Image size. It's going to be pretty bad. So we're going to hit cancel there. We're going to cut out some of this. Headshots are headshots. It's all we really use. So we're going to go to that, flatten it. So a little crop and flatten, and I'm going to save it just like it is. I'm going to let ChatGPT work its magic. And I'm going to close that. Okay, now my command is color correct this photo, make high res, and make 500 pixels tall by, I'm doing width first, I'm sorry, my bad. 500, that's fine, by 700 pixels tall, and the other one is wide. So there we go, wide. And then obviously paste in the damn photo. We're going to want it to sharpen and lighten. Okay. Now I've got this on instant, but for photos I found medium works better. So I'm going to put it on medium. It's going to think a little longer. And while that's going on, this is ready to go. So I'm going to throw it over here and say, put it in here, and I'm just waiting on the return of the photo, and I'll fix it next. So as you can see, ChatGPT returned a much better version of this photo. So I'm going to download it. Okay. Now, all headshot photos are the same size, so I'm going to open this one up. And there's a lot here I don't need of him. So again, I'm going to trim him down, but I'm going to show you that image size came back much bigger. I need this to be I'm sorry, this is going to be for the web, so I'm going to change this to pixels, and we're going to make the width of it probably 200 and let the default fall, obviously, and save it. This is just because I'm doing the website. You'll see on the next one that I actually have to change this stuff for the paper. So we say okay, it'll get smaller, layer flatten, and then I just hit Command S and close it. And I'm going to change this to his name, which I just had, but I put up. So we're going to come over here. I'm just going to get his name real quick. Alright, and I'm going to put it here. This way I know this is very important to keep these people's names together. So that is Jasper, and that one is done. I'm going to go ahead and let's do Hardin County because it's a little different. Alright, don't need that, do need this, and go back here. Okay, we're going to say the same stuff. This is a rinse and repeat kind of a process. County, Hardin. The only difference is I've got to be able to figure out who I did last week. And if I look in last week's folder, I will learn that the name was Lewis Walter Cauldron for last week. So Cauldron, we're going to scroll down for Cauldron's name. There he is. That was the last guy we did. He's in the paper now, but we get Jonathan Crabtree. Just another, lovely POS. Open an image in a new tab. That way we get the biggest image available and say, save image as, desktop. Now, because ChatGPT takes longer to come back, okay, I'm going to say this, exact same thing, paste that in. I'm going to open him up in Photoshop and crop him down. And let's get the bearded wonder here. I'm going to say layer, flatten, Control S, close him, and then send him into ChatGPT to be fixed. And let that do its job while I run over here and get a good copy of his garbage. He likes 13-year-old females. Wow, they only give him probation. Isn't that wonderful? I'm going to copy that. I don't need that window anymore. I don't need that or that. I'm just closing shit at this point. Okay. And we're basically just waiting for that, and that'll work. Just gotta let it kick over. By the way, you can click on it and it'll, oh, that didn't do it. Where's you at? There you go. Alright, download. So we got this guy. Now our next thing is we're going to paste in the copy that we just got on his rap sheet. And we're going to make sure we add our sex offender requirements for GTP. Always put your commands at the top. Okay, and hit return. It's usually pretty fast. I'm going to delete this old photo of him. I don't need it now. I'm going to have to lighten him up a little bit. Well, let's get his name. There we go. Now this is for Hardin County, so we're just going to change the name here. And then we're going to do this. Copy all of that. Copy. get back over here, get us a text document, paste, Control A, clear that formatting out of there, we don't want it. And then we're going to Control Shift S, which is save as Word file. Oh, didn't get his name apparently. That wasn't the last thing I copied. There we go. Alright, we got his name. We're going to hit save here, close this, and then the last thing we're going to do is reopen this. He's a little, it's not going to come out that great, so I'm going to go ahead and pop that background a little bit. Okay, I'm not real big on the bearded thing, so I don't care. I'm going to cut him down, layer, flatten. We lighten the photos so that they actually print well, especially when it's a photo that's going to have to be converted from color to black and white. I'm going to take him and I'm going to create a new folder, and it's going to be SB 07 22 26 issue 30. So whatever I work on the new issue, the first thing I do, I make the folders to put it all in, and that's where we'll be dumping stuff. Okay, so that is that guy, and we're going to do one more, and then you will see all three of them done. We're going to search. This will be Robertson. Additional options, county. Search. I'm going to know who we did last week, so I'm going to go into last week's folder, and the name was Janice Nicole Johnson, which was very weird. You don't see too many females, but we'll go past her and get the next one. Johnson, Janice Nicole, Jones, Rayford Lee. There's a winner. All right, let's get his photo and get ChatGTP working on that. Open the image in a new tab. Great. Here we go. Save it. Now at this point I can just take his name, but I like it to be first name, middle name, whatever, so I'm going to type it in. Rayford Lee Jones. Cool. Open it. And let's get his base in here. Layer. Flatten. Control S. Okay. Control W. Now, who noticed that I missed a step in Silsby and not resize this photo? So I'm going to open it up and fix it now that I remember. But look at this. Image, size. That would have been a nice surprise for later, huh? Okay, because the inches in this thing actually need to be 1.5 because this is for print, and 200. So now that I've corrected that mistake that I've overlooked, I'm going to run over here and find my dang ChatGTP went crazy. What did I do with you, buddy? Doesn't matter. I can get a new one. There, I don't know what I did with it. Alright. Photo, clean up, sharpen, and lighten. Create a 500 pixel wide by 700 pixel tall, keeping. I have lots of ways of putting this. I know, I can't spell, it's okay. And Rayford can go here, and we'll upload it and get it ripping. Now I need all of his information. 8-year-olds. This guy likes 8-year-olds. That's lovely. Wow. Sorry. These guys just upset me. So we're waiting on that to make his photo. Funny thing is, it's going to come back with the ChatGPT file name. Alright. Let's get him, download him, come over here, since we already have the copied. sex offender line. Remember, I'm taking those off of this, okay? I keep a master list of commands for each paper. Alright, we're going to spin up his garbage. I'm going to throw these dead photos away. I don't want to actually accidentally pick it up. Bremon likes 8-year-olds. Alright, Rayford Lee Jones is his name. We're going to copy that. Paste it. Copy this. Get all of it. Okay. Go into here, into Open Office. Paste. Command A or Control A for change the formatting. You need to get that formatting out of there. It's very important. And we're going to save it as... Sorry, I got to get his name again. And we need to make sure that we change this to Microsoft Word. That is very important with all of your text files. Save it. And there she is, and there that is, and close that. And this so ends how to do the sex offenders. They are done. The only thing we have to do is resize this photo because it's too big, and I'm going to lighten it a little bit because I want him to reproduce. I want everybody to see the guy who likes to diddle 8-year-olds. So to make sure it comes out right, 1.5 inches, which is the size we use, and 200 on the resolution. Notice this says pixels per inch, not dots per inch. Okay, because Photoshop deals in pixels, not dots. So there we go. Close him up. Be done with him. And it's that quick on how to do the sex offenders. That was Robco, wasn't it? My bad. Wasn't it? Yeah. See, that's what happens. Is that Robertson County or what the hell? How to pick, man, now see, I've confused myself. But at least I'm confused myself. He's in, yeah, that's Robco. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know where my brain went there for a minute. There we go. Alright, so my photos or my files are now complete, and that's how you do the Texas registered sex offenders. Obviously we won't have Robco to do anymore, but you never know. Jason may want to keep it, so he'll have access to these videos as well.